Howdy, y'all. It's Saturday, April 8th, 2017. Guess what time it is? Um, no, not that. Ew! No, it's time for Bipolar Opposite. My name is Timothy Andrew Antonio Cubbin, and we're going to talk for a few minutes about how my dad turned me into the man I am now. So they carved me out of my mom. My dad takes me, I cry, and it's like, crap, I broke it already! Some of that is exaggerated, okay? Anyway, my dad, of course, has the I hope my son grows up to be a doctor or a lawyer thing all dads want in their sons. In other words, what he wanted me to be. I mean, y'all know our parents. If there's talent that sounds marketable, they want us to make us stars and live through us. Am I right? So, moving on. When I was 5, it was discovered, in his opinion, something was wrong with me. That was my ADD diagnosis, which was misdiagnosed as I'm clearly bipolar, yet shrinks don't know your shit. Well, you still into a bipolar kid? Boom! Disaster. Move on to when I was 7. My parents got divorced. My immediate and possibly correct reaction was the thought that was because of me, as any young child feels when their parents get divorced. Well, now he did break me. I completely changed, as any kid in that situation feels. Shut off, depressed, moody, acting out. Y'all know what this is like, that I'm saying. Granted, this was a long time ago, so I've gotten better. When I was 12, my dad and I had a fight, and he started throwing away my toys and video games because I didn't clean my room, which he was honestly having no right to do since it wasn't even at his house. I said those awful, dreaded 7 words that a man like my dad never wants to hear without taking it seriously. I never want to see you again. His response was devastating. That can be arranged. He walked off and I didn't see or hear him for my 2 years of middle school. Except on 9/11 to make sure it was okay. Those 2 years in middle school were hell. I was bullied, I was depressed, I was suicidal, going home and not having another man to talk to. This point was where my Uncle Frank came in. He is from an Italian family, and you know how Italian men are about their sons. Well, my cousin was off at college, and I stayed at my uncle's apartment many times while my mom was working. He was the father I always wanted. He would take me to the comic book store, and always got me something special. We'd take drives to no particular places just so we could talk. We went to fast food restaurants and ordered without telling anyone else we got fast food. We watched Iron Chef late at night together. He is an amazing man, and he has always been there when I needed him. The stimulants and the bullying and the no dad to talk to situation turned so wrong that I said 4 awful words on the school bus one day. 4 words you should never say. I have a bomb. I'm lucky I wasn't expelled, but I spent my last 2 years of middle school in out-of-school suspension with 2 hours tutoring on campus every day. And you know what? I aced those tests. When I say aced, I mean aced. I was allowed to come to graduation, but my dad did not come. Then, the day my dad came back and dropped a huge bomb on me. He wanted back into my life because my grandnana was dying, and she wanted us to reconcile before we moved to Texas and she passed on. His words, as for leaving, were, "There's nothing to keep me in New York." That was a slap in the face. But I had to accept it, and he moved to Texas. When I was properly diagnosed as bipolar and hospitalized, when I was screwed with my medications, my dad was in the area on other business, but only spent a few hours with me. That was it. Still, we started to communicate over the phone frequently enough. Grandnana passed away a few months later. It was hard, but let's face it, the woman was 100. A month later, he told me he was going to Hawaii for a family vacation, which had to be his honeymoon, to a woman I detest, and he didn't tell me he was even back together with after all these years. That was very painful. But I accepted it and moved on. I made it to high school, gained graduation, then partially paid for college, so I partied too much and alcohol burned off a lot of the stuff I learned, and stopped paying, so unfortunately I had to drop out. I went to visit him in 2014, and many of you know that it started a major problem. I stopped taking my meds, had a breakdown, was stuck in a loony bin in Texas for 3 days in a drug-induced coma. For 3 days, including my birthday. Honestly, all I have that week are flashes, which is for the best. We made up right away because we didn't want to land back in that miserable no-speaking years earlier in our lives, and now we talk on the phone at least once every weekend, which is great progress. Now, I hope you all know it followed with my getting my English journalism degree, which made me amazingly proud, and my father now feels I've become the man I am meant to be. Alright, y'all know the drill. Do it well. Quite simply, email me questions and comments, as well as suggesting non-political topics. Anything else. My address is bipolaropposites119@yahoo.com. I am always at your disposal. Alright, let's end here with Tim Cummin, out.